Hey, Carrie,
What, Drew?
what's good out there?
Oh my God, I'm so glad you asked. You know what we're going to do today, guys? I'm going to tell you about all of the different crowdfunding projects that I think that you need to shut up and fund. Tonight we're doing all Kickstarters and I've got all indie artists. So get ready. I'm going to show you just 3 tonight because we're trying to get in those last minute pledges for some of these folks. And I think you're really going to enjoy what I have to share. So welcome to Carrie's crowdfunding corner and get ready to see where you need to send your money to. Okay, I'm going to start here. Uh, this one is called Malek, Reigning Devil, and it's 1 through 3 plus 5 indie PDFs plus a prologue tie-in. Now, this one, you have 71 hours left to get there. They just need another $104 to hit their goal. And this is a really interesting comic. It's put out by Vector Comics and Jeff Haas, who we adore. He's been sending us some awesome guests lately. Um, the whole story behind Malek is that he was an angel of vengeance for the Lord, and he has gone out and he has destroyed a ton of sinners and things, and then he got tricked into killing Lucifer. Now the thing is that nobody knew, or at least he didn't know, that killing Lucifer would make him the reigning king of hell. He had to take over for Lucifer. And unfortunately, once you have become a member of hell, you can no longer enter heaven. So the demons hate him as he was a celestial, and he is no longer allowed back in heaven because he has gone into hell. So what does Malek do? He goes out and takes down all of the different lords of hell until he rules supreme down there and then decides that he's going to take on heaven. He's convinced that Lucifer, before he killed him, had a plan in order to destroy heaven. So he goes to Purgatory in order to confront Lucifer and ask him how he's supposed to go about killing heaven, because he wants his vengeance, as he thought that he was following God's orders and was tricked into now being stuck down here. As you can see, the covers I've been passing through are awesome. This artwork is really great. And the rewards here, they're pretty simple. They're great too. You can get the physical copy for just $8. The digital the digital community bundle, I'm going to scroll over here so you can see it because we have a number of Jeff Haas comics. There's also Dan Price, Lori Calcatretta, Corissa Grant, who we'll be showing in just a little bit, Anne Wroblewski, who we've had on before, Jorge Alvarez, Anthony Stokes, Samuel Williams, and Tremaine Prim, Daniel Calvin, Timothy Fling, Todd Rayner, Joseph Duis, Ben Lacey, and Drew Lenhart, who we've also had on before. You can get all of that for $17 for 20 PDFs. You can also get these playing cards, which it's not just for the playing cards. You also get a physical and digital bundle. And here we have writer-creator Jeff Haas, penciler inkler Juan Manuel Almiron, and artist Mestizo, and the colors Astro Design and Illustration, and our letterer Keith Gleason. And there is absolutely no AI involved in the creation of this. So I think this was a great comic to look at. It has some definitely strong uh, motifs going behind it. And I'm really excited to check this one out and see what's going on with it. So what do you guys think?
It looks awesome. The just want to state that, it's 71 hours now, but by the time this gets up,
Yeah.
it's probably going to be less. So jump on it right away. We'll put the links in the show
Yeah.
notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. But yeah, I love it that they're
Sounds
saying
great.
no AI.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that. And I love the list of people that they're working with because they're friends of our show, some of them, and some of them we'll probably be checking out later. So get on this one. And are we ready to go to the next one?
Yeah,
Um,
let's go.
okay,
More money.
okay, we're gonna go over. Here's the next one that I want to go over. This one's another short one. I'm saving our longest for our last, and you'll all know who it is. So this one is called 1, issue 4, this spell could have been an email. And so this is just really fun. It's like a D&D style magazine where everybody is rolling really shitty rolls and they're having to deal with what it's like to be in a party when bad things happen. But it's set up and it has there are comics, but there's also a couple stories and just some art and some games. And it's set in a modern urban fantasy setting, but with everyday jobs. So as you can see, like here, oh, I'm in the middle of fighting. Beep, beep, beep. Well, my time's over today, so I guess we're done. We got to wait until tomorrow. Some stories involved, like I said, a little bit more artwork here, little email trains. So you get some modern kind of stuff coming together. And then the add-ons that they have, you can catch up on the series, get a sticker, get a bookmark. You can get all of the back catalogs that they have, and they have, which includes, there's some poetry, there's some comics, there's a bunch of different things. And they have unlocked one of their stretch goals right now, and that is every physical backer is going to get this wooden fail charm. So you're going to get, it's going to have a 1 on it because you're a crit failure. So it's pretty simple here. It's very cheap to get in on this one. Late to the party, even all of the back stuff. There's not much that you're gonna have to spend a whole lot on to get through this, and it just sounds like so much fun. I'm a big gamer fan, so that's what I'm focusing on, but I love that it's set in the current day. Yeah, or it's like at work. What do you do when you're an orc for hire? You know,
Mhm.
that was fun for me. So again, what do you guys think of this one?
The
I love
clocking
the
in and out.
fun.
Oh yeah. Her timer going off, that reminds me of the old Looney Tunes cartoon with the coyote and the sheepdog. You
The
know,
check in, check
Yeah.
out.
yeah, check in, check out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
I
it's
honestly,
6 o'clock.
the title alone sold me. So I was like, yeah, this is great. So, but Carrie, I got to say, you're running through these pretty quickly, seem pretty succinct, but I happen to know your last story is everything but.
Okay, so now we're going to take on the girl who continually breaks Kickstarter. And this is Worthy Chaos Redemption Horror Supernatural Comics 1 through 16 by the fabulous Corissa Grant. Okay, so this is in the redemption arc. This is where you have Seraphina and Draven, and it is a descendant. Seraphina is a descendant of the Celestials, and Draven is a descendant of demons. And they've had to go through a ton of sacrifices for their love. And during this time, the line between life and death has been crossed during everything that they're doing, and they're having to fight, and the entire fate of the world depends upon their relationship and their fight to see if they can get through everything. Now, I'm going to go through a lot of covers and stuff real quick because, like I said, she breaks Kickstarter. You can get all these different covers and all these different artwork pieces as you're going through. I'm going to show you some interior pages. She also has Where the Chaos Destruction, which is a Western version of the comic where they meet a bunch of cryptids. And I'm mentioning that because that's some of the stuff that you can get as you're ordering. Basically, you are going to be able to order for your pledges every single version of this cover imaginable, including some that are holofoil, some that are metal, some that have the reflective different surfaces on it. I'm going to
Mhm.
cover this in a little bit as we get further down the journals, but she has great add-ons, just all sorts of really cool things like this little mini Anubis. And so you can get them in different shapes and stuff. This I'll cover again in a little bit as we get down further. She has some new coins out. I do have some of her coins. They're very high quality. I'm wearing one of her necklaces now that has come out. There's a lot of Anubis focus on things, and I can't get the right one. This is one of the Anubis necklaces that she has,
Mhm.
but you can get all these different combinations of things going on. I need to, well, I mean, I guess y'all couldn't see what I'm looking at, my
Yes.
selection, but we go through, you can get all the different issues of the current stuff. They also have some of them have been put into graphic novel form, so you can get those. Trying to scroll through. Okay, when you get to the plushies, and these are like an Anubis focus thing, I do have this plushie. I totally recommend it. It's awesome. I have Bastet as well, and she is awesome. This is their little chameleon, Chatty, and the Hellhound. Um, and some action figures you can get of her. These are some of the covers from Devastation. I think I called it Destruction before. I'm sorry, that's Devastation. And the Virgin variant with the uh, glowing stuff. Now, this is kind of cool. This is where I said I would talk about little jars. This comes from Devastation, where she gets all these cryptids, and there's a list of cryptids that you'll get, and you'll be getting these little tiny jars to fit in this wooden box that are different parts of different cryptids that she's gotten from around that world. Um, you can also get this journal, which is great, and I've ordered it this time around to catch up with everything. And in the journal, every issue that comes out, you can get a new page that shows you a new cryptid. And they aren't necessarily the cryptids from our world, but they're the cryptids. Some of them are similar to our world that will also be appearing as they do in her world. So you get this really cool journal that's going to come out, and all the different pages that are left. And you also get little fun things with the pages. I'm scrolling through this really fast, I know, but as you can see, we're at 199 for what you can get. And these are all the different comics that are available. These are a lot of the sexy covers that you can pick up on. We'll go through some of those real quick, and we're going to get down. I'm going to show you, here's where you can get some of the boxes together. And like, these are the Fresno night crawlers, white or translucent, long-legged, resembles a pair of pants, no visible torso or arms, they seem harmless. So in your book, you're going to get that page as well as these stickers to go along with it. A lot of these, they sell out really fast, and the artists that she has working on it are fabulous, and you can get some very naughty covers as well. These are some of the different coins that we have. This is the one that I in particular have. These are all metal. You can get bookmarks of all different sorts. You can get a bunch of different sketch covers. You can get these stickers that are cute. I'm going through this fast, guys, I know, but she has so many things out there. These little plague doctors, I love. They're kind of new to the thing. Wendigos, and then we have the metal pins, and some of them glow in the dark, which is really awesome. A bunch of different little chibi uh, cryptids. You can also get different back series. And here are the plushies as we go through. I have one of the plushies that's not available anymore, but I have these two as well as a crow, of course. She does coloring books as well. And here are some of the hardcovers and some of her past issues, but she is fully funded, but she can give you some great stuff. So go through, check it out. If you're worried at all, they already have the next, I believe, 6 to 10 issues written, drawn, and inked, and 6 of them are being colored right now. She has been doing this for over a year now, just keeps putting out issue after issue after issue, and she's gotten to where she only does a 2-week Kickstarter because she usually funds within the first 24 hours. And you have 3 days left to hop on here, but go ahead, grab it, have some fun, get some back issues if you haven't caught up on it, get a bunch of the PDFs to go through. She's just fabulous, and she's one of my heroes because she can do this, keep up with it, and just put out as much as she possibly can. And I love Corissa. She just does some amazing work. Her comics are interesting, they're really fun, and they're beautifully put together, and the amount of merch that she comes up with is insane.
Agreed.
So
Insane.
So yeah, I really hope you guys go into these. I have some more stuff coming up for next week. We're gonna do. I'll dabble in the Hellraiser. That if you are a comic or horror fan and have not seen the new Boom Kickstarter for Hellraiser, you're kind of behind the times because it's advertised everywhere. if you're a comic fan, and a couple other things we have some time on. But I wanted to get these out because I want to get them so that you guys can still get in on the profits on these. So that is
Awesome.
Carrie's bit on what you need to invest your money in this week. And if you could see my sofa right now, it is terrifying how much cardboard I own. I could build a home out of all of the boxes and things that I have. And one of these days I'm going to do an unboxing for you guys that's like 3 months worth of Kickstarter things that I got. And it's going to take like an hour because I seriously have that much right now. But this is what you guys should invest in now. It's going to be a good time. If you have any suggestions for me, if you want me to cover your Kickstarter, send us in something at SplashPages and or connect with me, Carrie Sanders, on Facebook and just say, hey, I'm doing a Kickstarter. Please let people know about it. And I will do that.
So not only Kickstarters, actually, I want to show this real quick before we like 1 minute before we go. We just had a guest on, Greg Pack. And so, you know, definitely fun Kickstarters, but also your favorite, you know, comic book creators. A lot of times they have their own website. Greg does have his own website, and I ordered, I'm a big Jonathan Colton fan. And Greg did a comic of Code Monkey, and $20. I got the graphic novel. He even signed it, and I ordered it right from his website.
Nice.
Yeah, he even threw in a couple other items as well for me. But yeah, awesome stuff.
That feels like the similar generosity that our recent guest Owen King showed me. I don't know if I showed you guys that. But we were reading one of his books, Intro to Alien Invasion, and I asked about sending a copy. He sent me a copy of the graphic novel here, and he signed it. I was like, "Would you mind signing it?" And he signed it to me. So
sweet.
Yeah, man.
That's
pretty
so cool.
freaking rad. Pretty
We have the
freaking rad.
best
So
guests.
point is, when you're good to people, people are good to you.
And I also will be covering Backer Kit, Zoop, anything that we can actually order from. So it doesn't have to just be straight Kickstarter. This week it just happened to be Kickstarter.
So Carrie, what I'm hearing is the thing to get you for the holidays is one of those build it yourself bookshelves.
Oh, Drew, honey, you have no idea. It's
Jonathan Colton has a IKEA song.
Ooh,
we could.
What?
No.
If you want to get me something for Christmas, everybody pool together and get me like
a new
what
apartment.
I'll be showing you next time. Well, that too, but no, the Hellraiser Kickstarter, because I'm excited to show it, but I cannot afford. I blew it on Little Nemo this past year. I can't do it again on Hellraiser. Like, yeah, I might have spent like $400 on Little Nemo.
Oh, geez. Well, we're gonna close up. Like I mentioned, Jonathan Colton with Greg Pack. He awesome artist, awesome singer. But long ago in the days of yore, it all began with a god named Thor. There were Vikings and boats and some plans for a furniture store. It's not a bodega. It's not a mall. And they sell things for apartments smaller than mine, as if there were apartments smaller than mine. IKEA.
Nevermore.
IKEA.
Leo Pond.
We bought Swedish balls.
Carrie Sanders. Nevermore. SplashPages
right here
at your door. Like and subscribe.
Thank you, everybody. Catch me next time.